And I didn't know anything, so science. And then I just chose it. And my parents too really did not know, they were the old system, Form 4, and they were done. So now the awareness is being created. And some people too don't even let their children even live.
Yes.
To even see
yes. Yes.
Yes.
It's true. Some
so
of the cultures.
That is why we were not. But now you realize awareness is being created.
Now that you say, that's
now,
true.
People are getting, it is something, it is not my fault. Young people, when they feel they can do something and everybody knows they are doing it well, then some pride,
pomposity.
Yes, it's certain.
Welcome back to the Abby Imani Reviews show. I'm excited to see all of you again, and I hope that you're all doing well. This is where we speak, we're real so that we can live. I want to remind you, if you haven't subscribed, go to YouTube, just type in Abby, A-B-B-Y, Imani, I-M-A-N-I, Reviews show, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our conversations. And as my viewers know, we always talk about relevant issues that will impact our lives and help us to live the abundant life that Christ has given us. So thank you all so much for joining us on this journey this far. Today, I have a very good friend of mine. She likes to be called Mawusi.
Yeah.
But she's Dr. Patricia Mawusi Amos. That's her full name. And today we are doing something like a personality profile. Getting to know her well, what she does. I mean, she's a phenomenal woman. I call her the dynamite. Because they say dynamite come in small packages. You know how powerful they are, but they are small. So that's how I describe her. So I won't say much. I'll allow her to introduce herself, tell us a bit about her background, and then we'll go into the conversation.
Okay, so as you rightly mentioned, I'm Patricia Mawusi Amos. I'm not a professor yet. I'm an associate professor.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm hoping with the help of God and the support from everybody, including you, I'll be able to get to the professor itself.
Amen.
Yeah, so I think personally, my life actually began as a student. Let me say that, yes. From Wesley Girls High School. Went to do science with mathematics as well. At time, I think we were the first group of students where they introduced 4 electives.
Okay.
So they used to do maybe physics, biology, and then chemistry. Then they said, okay, now we can add another one. So we added mathematics. Some were doing French in addition to the science.
That's a wild combination.
Yeah. But so when I finished Wesley Girls, I went to University of Cape Coast because my passion was to teach. And at that time, apart from the training college, I think UCC was the only university doing education. Yes. Yeah. And then, so based on my results, I felt the university will be the best. So that was what I did. Actually, I didn't know University of Education was there then. It was later on I heard that now they are the ones even holding on to the education more than UCC. So after UCC, I did science education because I wanted to teach. So I did education with including the science. So I majored in physics and minored in mathematics.
Wow.
But when I started with my national service, that was where the thing changed. I changed my trajectory.
Before you go there, so yesterday I was chatting with, we had a sheep shepherd meetup at church, and there was a young lady I spoke with, and she was talking about the fact that she also likes science. But then, unlike what everybody is expecting, she doesn't want to be a doctor. You know, the whole societal thing. Once you're doing science,
you have to be a medical doctor.
So she was asking how she can navigate this whole pressure, you know, and not by all means do medicine, even though everybody. So let me ask you, how did you have that kind of pressure?
Yeah,
how
so
were you able
initially, our wish was, we all wanted to be doctors. So,
okay, so you actually wanted to.
Not really, but it's like science. You want to be a doctor. They said I want to be a doctor. Yeah. So, science. Nobody really. I don't think, no, my parents did not ask me to select that. I think maybe I was following the steps of my sister because, Frida was also into science.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I didn't know anything, so science. And then I just chose it. And my parents too really did not know, they were the old system, Form 4, and they were done. So this new thing. And we really did not have people you look up to.
Okay.
That was what we also lacked.
Okay.
And but thanks be to God, the church and I think Joyful Incorporated, yes, right. And we had people to look up to. But then we didn't know anything, so science, so we just went in.
Okay.
But it was when I completed the first degree, and I started doing the national service. That was when it changed.
Okay.
Already, I was teaching children, and I was a child evangelist. And I went through all the training till I got to the training of trainers, where I would actually train teachers. That was where I got to the university. So the passion to which I was doing that was what I realized that my passion is with teaching, not with anything. So that was when I decided to go to UCC to go and do the science education. And I have not regretted doing that. Yes. I don't think I would have said I want to go and do something else. I think the teaching was my passion. And so during the national service, that was when I noticed that apart from the teaching, the way you treat the students also matters. They will come to you, they need advice, they need help, consultation, and all those things. So I remember I had one course in education called Guidance and Counseling. So I asked, and they said, it's a whole master program where you can do it PhD. I said, okay, then let me drop the science and see if I can go through that. And at that time too, I was with my mom because my father passed just before I entered the university. So I wanted to be close to her and, take care of her apart from because I was the last born. No, we are in Accra, actually. So I said, they said Winneba is there. I said, okay, then let me get closer to Accra than going all the way to Cape Coast. So that landed me in Winneba. I did the master's there. And lo and behold, when I completed, I didn't even wait for a year. It was when I got my certificate there, I got the employment to stay with them. Yes. And that brought me to the PhD. And then today, I'm an associate professor in counseling.
And now you're a dean.
Dean of my faculty.
So share with us the journey, from when you got the employment, how it went, the challenges, the successes till this point.
I think it's, all I'll say is just by the grace of God. Sometimes you think you want to reflect on all the things that have gone on. He said, hey, is it me? And today I am here, the struggles. But I will always say that it is hard work, perseverance, humility, and above all, asking God to support you and God being your guide in everything. So, and that has brought me where I am now. When I completed in 2010, it was 2011. And can you imagine, I was actually even pregnant when I got the employment. I went for the interview and I got the job. It wasn't a problem. Rather, they asked me to go and deliver when I come. So I'll start the next year. So I went for the interview in November and then 2011 February, I started. So actually, the child was about 3 months old before I started work. And I started actually as a research fellow because I was doing a lot of research. So that was where I started from. And research fellow is on the same level with a lecturer.
Yeah.
The same thing. Yeah, just that you do more research than teaching. Yeah, so that was where I was till in 2016. My department was short of lecturers, so the vice chancellor transferred me to the department to go and do the teaching, and I think it's been very helpful.
What was your research on before you went into the teaching? What were you
research? We were into, at that time I was into basic education, because UEW is more education. Most of the things we do is on schooling and children and all that. So the center was called National Center for Research into Basic Education. So yes, my psychology counseling work still come to bear. Yeah, but we delve more into children and schooling. That is what we do.
So in which areas in particular?
Yeah, so I remember when I was there, we were doing more on classroom interaction. It was a time that they brought this corporal punishment thing. Yeah, so we did some funding. We got funding. Most of the time, our funding was from UNICEF and GES itself and JICA. Yeah. So we do a lot of research and go to the villages, collect data and all that. So,
did you see any impact then?
Yes, we did, because it informs policy. So for, let's say, the corporal punishment, for instance, that was what they did, and later they mentioned that, okay, now if you want to punish a child, you should record it. The teachers are not supposed to do it. It was the heads. So even when you do it, you're supposed to record it, so that in case of anything, they'll be able to know what to do. Yeah. So it had a lot of impact on policy and all that. There was one research we did with some US people, Sesame research, something from the US. The research was on how private schools were teaching. Yeah, because at that time they really wanted to know. They saw government schools were doing that somehow but what about the private schools? And private schools not in Accra, private schools in the villages, because or maybe small towns. Their focus was on it. And what were they doing? What are the resources they were using? And so based on the outputs, we were able to get them some materials for teaching and learning. It was a very big project. I think that was one of the largest projects I had before I left the center.
It's good to know that there's research, into how our education system is going, because sometimes it gets worrying.
A lot has been going on.
The process of teaching and whether it's really impacting the students. I mean, even all the way to tertiary education, when you're done, not knowing really what you are interested in. You find a job and it's like you're floundering, not too sure. So it's encouraging to know that there's actually work being done to make things better. In terms of the teaching. All right. So
so I think so from the center, then I came back to the department. And that has been the place. I think I went 2016. So this year is actually 10 years when I went to the department, and we've been able to help make the department and the faculty a bigger one. It was 3 years ago we even had a split of faculty. So that was when it used to be, my faculty used to be Faculty of Educational Studies. And we had a lot of departments under the faculty. And later I realized that we are a lot. It's expanding. So if we want to do more expansion, then we need to split. So that was when we had a split, and we had the Faculty of Applied Behavioral Sciences in Education. So my faculty, where I'm acting now, is more into psychology, behavioral, applied behavioral sciences. So we have early childhood education, we have special education, and then we have the counseling.
That's really good to know. So again, how have you been able to impact the lives of the students, with your work? You talked about the psychology background, and you're in the applied behavioral sciences faculty. So what do you think? Do you think that the students are getting a holistic training, so to speak, from their education?
Yeah, our students are getting a lot. One of the things that Winneba, we because we are more into education, we also have people who come from the colleges, College of Education.
Okay.
And they come and continue from there because more like we, the universities they are actually affiliated to us. So most of them finish their basic education, they come and do their masters.
Okay.
Others also had diploma at the colleges. And then they will come and do their first degree.
Okay.
It has a lot because, in my area, let me talk about my area of expertise. That is the counseling, guidance and counseling. People come in with the notion that, it's just guidance and counseling. After all, ministers are also counseling. So everybody can do it.
Ministers as in church?
Yeah, ministers. Yes, and not only ministers, everybody is thinking, so somebody can just get up, be on the media, I am a counselor, when the person doesn't even have a clue what counseling is all about. They always think that counseling is about advice giving. But we don't advise. We don't advise. So when they come in, they think, it's something simple. But later they come to realize that, the program is not what we are thinking. It is not what they always say for counseling, come and then we talk about it. You just give your view or your idea about something and just leave the person to go. And But we have a lot of things in there. I don't think I want to mention all of them, but our students are seeing that counseling has had a lot of impact on their lives, and it cuts across every facet of our lives. Any workplace, people will need counseling because people get stressed all the time. People are going through depression. People are anxious at the workplace, in the home, marriages, children upbringing, and let's say parenting, a whole lot of things. So it cuts across, it cuts across every facet of our lives. So we are everywhere. And that is what has made our students become more, let's say, how do I say it? They are almost everywhere. I just need an adjective to describe it. Versatile, yes. Versatile. So sometimes I know some people will call you. So when I do counseling psychology or I do guidance and counseling, what would I use it for? I said, you can use it for so many things. It is because we are not actually selling ourselves properly. In the workplace, let's say Bank of Ghana can decide that they will have a special office for a counseling session. And employ a counselor or a psychologist to be there. So anytime their employees are having issues, they can go there. So essential. How do we do it? Go to the market women. They have issues. How do we do it? So it cuts across every aspect of our lives, and our students are getting to know that. So every year we do have a lot of students. Our first degree students, for instance, there are more than 100 students who are doing counseling. And even our PhD students. From last year, we had a few. This time, we've had about 11, 15 students doing the PhD. And we were not able to even take all because of the availability of lecturers or supervisors to supervise them.
Infrastructure. So since we are talking about education, in the basic level, still on counseling, is there provision for children, like the students as they are going through their education, to also have access to some form of counseling? Not just for their mental health or their psychological, but guidance in their what they are learning, their career, because I think it's important to start from there. From the very young age, help them discover themselves. Because I feel like generally our educational system sort of boxes everybody into one thing, So knowing this about Winneba School of Education, right?
University of Education.
Are people being put into schools, like those who come to study? Are they being put into schools to guide the students as they are going through school? Because that's the whole essence,
It's good you asked this, because I'm happy to say that they are doing it.
Okay.
They are doing it.
Okay.
And we had one of our students who is now at the GS.
Okay.
And I'm happy she's working on that thing.
Okay.
So even last year, they asked all the students or all teachers who went to school to do guidance and counseling or counseling psychology to reapply.
Okay.
So that they'll post them more like reposting to the various schools. Now they started with the secondary schools.
Okay.
So if you go to every school, you will have one guidance and counselor there to be able to be taking care of the students. And I'm really happy about it. And I know it will go down to the basic schools as well. When you go to other private schools, they do have. They do have.
Yeah.
Just recently, I even saw an advert. Was it an advert from, I think, Bishop SOS or something? Yeah.
Okay.
And one international school, they are looking for guidance counselors to be able to manage the students. And one aspect of our course, there's a principle in guidance and counseling where they say that counseling and guidance is from cradle to the grave. Yes. So from the scratch, the child needs guidance. The child needs counseling. Yeah. So we shouldn't say that, oh, they are in crèche, they are in nursery, they don't need anything. What the teachers are actually doing in the schools is guidance. The only difference is that counseling is not part, because counseling has a different way. And we always say that guidance, everybody can do guidance. But when it comes to counseling, we need a professional to be able to manage it. That brings a difference. Yeah.
It's good to know, because I mean, I've also been interested in counseling for a long time. When I finished school, I just wanted to launch straight into that sector. But I realized that our society wasn't very open to it. But
so when you do it, where are you going to get money?
Who is even going to
say I have a problem? And that I'll sit there for you to talk to me, and in 1 hour, when you tell somebody, it is from 100 Ghana to 300 Ghana, say, you are just talking to me, you are collecting 100 to 300 Ghana. I won't give the specifics, but we do it based on the issues at hand. Say, and you're just, and I said, but you go to the lawyer takes you to court. And collect, let's say, 500, 600,000 Ghana. Sometimes just interacting with the lawyer is part of the time. And you feel that, me, the counselor, I don't need that amount of money.
They don't know the work that goes into talking. Not to digress, but recently when we went on the mission, so we had a part of the activity called counseling, and I was part of it. And this is where you talk to the people about the gospel, but you don't just launch into the gospel. You need to know about their lives, what they know about Christ. And we did it not less than 2 hours per day. And by the end of I think the third day, I had a sore throat. I'm not kidding.
You had a sore throat.
It's a lot of work. When you're done, you feel tired. It's a lot of work. So people, let's not take counseling for granted.
It's not a joke.
It's not easy. And apart from that too, you're more or less coming alongside people, not just physically, but emotionally, psychologically, trying to have some empathy towards what they are going through. And that alone is also stress on you. I mean, you are trained to handle that, but
it's more like it's empathy. So you are actually carrying some
someone's burden.
And
that too is a lot of work. So let's not belittle counselors and the work they're doing. They're doing a lot for people. So again, do you think that now our society is opening up? Are people warming up to the whole idea of therapy, counseling?
Compared to, I think I've been in this business for 16 years now. And quite recently, you realize that things have changed. Now people are coming forward, just letting people know that this is what I have, this is my problem, this is my issue, and I need help, I need support. So now we are buying into it. And now Ghanaians are also getting to know who the counselors are, all because of maybe, let me give the thumbs up to various psychological associations.
Okay.
So the first of all is the Ghana Psychology Council, which is under the Ministry of Health. Trying to put all of us together. Thanks to the registrar, she's doing so well. So she's been able to put almost everybody together. And now we have the clinical psychologists, we have the counselors, we have the educational psychologists, we have the special educators, the physical education, those who even did physical, they have some psychological background. So we have all these people, and every year they gazette the professionals, and every year we license ourselves. So you cannot just get up and come and sit anywhere and say, I am a counselor. When we see that, we'll check in our books whether you are there before you can work. So they've done well, and they ensure that now counselors are being seen, psychologists are being seen, and people are getting to know who the right people are, so that they will get to them. And now we are also having people establishing psychological firms where people will go there when they are encountering some issues. So
psychological firms. So can you talk a bit more about
so we have people who have accredited their facilities, more like it. So
like an HR company.
People.
This one is for psychologists.
So we have
something like that.
So maybe I can get up and set up a facility. GPC, that's the Ghana Psychology Council, will come and check whether you have all the needed materials to work. And then they will accredit the facility. Then you have the right to call in somebody to come and sit with you and deal with the person's issue. You cannot just get up and say you're a counselor, you're working. Your facility has to be registered under the council.
Do they train psychologists as
so
well,
GPC doesn't train. GPC is just like
the psychology firms.
Yes, some people do train. So we have some people who have set up and they are taking people through some certificate programs. Where we have the lay counselors and all that. Some people we have a lot of them who have licensed themselves with the GPC and they are doing that. And then we have the universities as well. That's the higher one where universities are also adding up to what these smaller firms are doing. So these are the areas. And GPC is in charge of all these people.
So make sure that they're doing the right thing. Okay. So we are shifting now to education. And like I mentioned earlier, I've been a bit concerned because from my observation, it looks like everybody is put in one box. So you go through school, you finish, and you're not sure what exactly your skill set is, because you're just following what everybody else is doing. Is it changing? Is the environment in school changing now? Are people now really discovering themselves for who they are and pursuing those paths instead of just towing the line that's everybody else?
I think it's really changed. Maybe if you can attest to that as well. Our time, we had limited avenues. And our time, University of Ghana, Tech, UCC, and that is it. But now we have introduction of other universities and more public universities are also there. And there are a lot of programs that when I mentioned there, they say, hey, is this program also there? And interestingly, you will have people doing that program. So people are now discovering themselves. The country too is, I think, educators are getting to know that we can't be doing the same things we used to do. Even when we think that this is medicine, everybody wants to go into medicine. Even now, medicine, they have different ways of dealing with it. And things have changed. Now, people are really discovering themselves. Now, I think it is there, but hardly do you hear of it where parents will say that this is what I want you to do. By all means, you have to do medicine. By all means, you have to do this. No. Now, students are getting to know that, look, this program would also benefit me.
Yeah.
And what we are also introducing, and I know all the other universities have introduced entrepreneurship.
Yes.
So then that is the avenue when they come in, especially first year, you introduce them to entrepreneurship. So by the time they get to second year, they know that, okay, this program is for me or it's not for me. Even if I have already entered, let me do it, but I'll be able to do other things in addition to that. And so I think our educational system is helping us. But
does it apply from the basic level as well? How's the curriculum like?
Now it is very rich.
Okay.
It is very rich.
Okay.
When it came in and I saw it, I said, oh, this curriculum is very, very rich.
Okay.
It didn't used to be like what we had. Yeah,
share with
and
us
what
some
we had.
The differences.
The
What's
differences.
different now
you know,
compared with the past?
yes. So now they've introduced a lot of maybe let's say hands-on activities.
Practical things.
You know, when we were in school, hardly do we do more like art. Yes, drawing, it's like relegated to the background kind of thing. But now they've introduced design, art and design, and all the way from the primary school. And our time to, it's like when you get to, let's say JHS or something, they drop it. So really it's silent. Even in SS, we were thinking that those who are not so intellectually, they are not doing. Now it has changed. Now when you go, students who are doing visual arts, the courses they are taking ICT. You can't tell me somebody who's not smart you can't take ICT because sometimes they do a little bit of coding and all those things. They are doing mathematics.
Wow.
And then design technology. Apart from the ICT, they are doing something design technology. So a whole lot of things come to play. So you can't just say that, oh, the students are just doing anything. Now things have changed. And they are starting all the way from the lower, the lower levels. Now things like culture and all those things, it has taken a different dimension. In the basic schools. And students are asked to do a lot of hands-on as projects. At times, we hardly do projects. When we close, we close.
The first time I did projects was
good
after university.
Good.
Yeah.
But now, every term, it's expected that children should have a certain project which they will produce at the end of the term as part of the assessment. And so, it is really rich. When you look at some of the textbooks they use, you realize that things have really changed. Where they are bringing in scaffolding, critical thinking skills, and all those things. You don't use one idea for all the children. Yes, you ensure that all the ideas that the children have. So how do you put them in a way that they will be able to be helped? So if you go to the private schools, for instance, they have assistant teachers also helping, so that if I'm teaching fraction, we will all go around and ensure that all the children are doing it using the material. So the way this child will take it, it is different from the other child. And it brings it together. So
they're getting good attention.
Yes. And they have something like differentiation is also similar to that. You make sure that you're able to meet all their needs. And they are doing a lot. They are doing a lot.
So when you say differentiation, my mind went to inclusivity. And what I mean is the children with special needs. How is the Ghanaian education including these children? Do you see it happening? Because in the past, we used to see them as not able to do anything. But now it's changing. We realize that they have capabilities.
They are doing a lot.
You know, and they're how do I say, making something out of their lives despite the deficiencies. So how is the Ghanaian educational environment including these ones so that they can also grow up into productive adults?
So the system in Ghana now is we are doing inclusive education. So it is expected that every school shouldn't reject children with special needs. But the problem we have is that the way we treat special needs people, we've done it in such a way that they are educators, especially in Winneba. We have a lot of students who come out, graduate as special educators, and they are doing very well. Okay. So the inclusive education, as I'm saying, Ghana has an inclusive system.
Okay.
So it's expected that all schools should have special educators.
Okay.
But sometimes when they come to the schools, the issue is with the resources they need to work with. Yeah. And so we've noticed that most of our students are going abroad.
Yes.
Yeah. For further greener pastures, because that place is better than being here. Okay. And here too, people really don't understand special education issues, so it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
There are some schools who have been able to embrace it, and so they are doing it very well. When you bring in your child, maybe you pay a bit extra.
Yes, of course, because they need special attention.
And then they will be able to help your child. Yeah. So we are doing it well, but we need the resources. We need the resources. So imagine a child who has maybe a visual issue. Sometimes they would want that child to go to maybe a captain school for the blind. When the child the child is doing everything well, where the child can stay in the normal school. But does the child has this, they call it the braille and all those things in the school to be able to use. But technology too is helping, where they are able to use their laptop, erase for them, and they do those things. So if you have the resources as a parent, it becomes easier for the school to assist. But also, if they don't have a special educator, it becomes a problem in the class where teachers will take care of all the other children and then come and meet the needs of that one child. It becomes a problem. Yeah. I have a child with a special needs, and every time I have to be battling with the school because I said, I'm expecting that this should be done for the child. Why have you left the child? Yeah, and I understand them because they are taking care of a lot of children. Just one. If you are not able to meet, let's look at the majority and leave this one. So, but I know that the school is doing so well to be able to bring up some of these things. Yeah.
So is this something that government is actively working on to ensure that the school setups are equipped to take care of such?
Private schools is better. I know the government too is doing what they can, but it's more like it will always be for the special schools rather. If you need the help rather, let it go to the special school instead of the regular schools. But for private schools, they are doing more. They are doing more. And I have been to other private schools where they have a lot of things there. Some people have rooms specially designed for children with special needs. And if they have crisis and other things, they put them there to be able to assist. So we are doing well.
And I feel like there should be more done by way of awareness for society as well.
Yes.
Because people, even though it's better now, people still see them as different. They're not like me. So even the way the children relate with them, they really
so
make
the
them
awareness. So the awareness, awareness is there. So
educate them more about these areas, like we've mentioned, blindness, autism, like getting people to understand how these things happen and how they can assist such people who find themselves in that category to also be able to make something out of their lives. Do you think that awareness is happening?
That is where the issue is. And it all boils down to money. Now, the media people, you are always looking for money. So if we come and sit here and say we want to do advert, you collect money. So the awareness is really not there. But I think one of these days you should invite some of my colleagues
Okay.
went to special needs.
Yes. It's interesting you've said this because my previous session was with a friend who is an early intervention developmental specialist. I keep mixing up the word, but she takes care of such children. She did her studies outside in the States. Now she's come back home to Ghana and she started her own thing. So she actually begins with helping parents to identify whether their children have developmental needs. So she starts from there before you even realize that your child has. And then from there, she also helps you to seek the right help, you know, and guidance. Yeah. So I've had, this is her, I think her third time. The first time she spoke specifically on autism.
Okay.
But this time around, it was more around the developmental.
General. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So maybe you are starting from the side. If other people also do, it will be a very good thing. I remember one time somebody was saying that it looks as if this thing has become rampant. Special education, like children with such things. And I said, it's because now the awareness is being created.
Okay. So it's always been there.
The thing is there.
Because in the Ghanaian society, growing up, I don't recall.
You don't recall because sometimes you will see we do have a lot of Down syndrome people around.
Yes, that I remember.
But when I was a child, I remember vividly, they will tell you Bosomba, excuse me to say, which is not so. So that is the case. Cerebral palsy people, the way they behave and all, people will say that, oh, these people, they are coming from the gods. Yes. But it is nowhere there. So now the awareness is being created. And some people too don't even let their children even live. To even see
Yes, true.
So that is why we were not. But now you realize awareness is being created.
Now that you say that's true.
People are getting, it is something, it is not my fault. It is genetic. It is something that happened. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so now, and these people too, sometimes you see that they can't do anything. They are doing so much. They are doing so much. And so when you think, intervention, you realize that they are doing a lot. So maybe I'll also use this channel to tell people that, look, children with special needs, don't just say that they don't have anything to offer. They have a lot to offer. And so you will have to find out what they can do if you have a child of that sort. Children with trauma and cerebral palsy and all that, when they are talking, you realize that they are making sense. But because you cannot hear,
doing a lot.
And my son is mild cerebral palsy, but the way he talks, he doesn't forget anything.
See?
He does almost everything right. He does everything right. So if you think that, this one, the things that he does, I was even expecting my other children to, they don't even do them. Okay? So you realize that, and the way he's caring, supportive and all that. And you will say that, this child has whatever, so you will take care of all your other children and leave them. You are making a mistake. So let's look out and read more on such children, what they can do. And what drugs can help them to be able to become better, if it is exercises and all that. Then you do it to be able to help. Sometimes I don't blame some parents. It's expensive getting the interventions. And that is why sometimes some people just forget about them. Get them, stuck them in the room and then go and do their things. So some people have children with special needs, but nobody even knows because they just hide them. That shouldn't be so.
It's sad. So hopefully in the future, things will get better. And
we are hoping so.
Once the awareness is created, then it will be less expensive because then there will be resources available to take care of them. So we've all heard it. Let's parents teach your children how to relate with other children who have these things.
Very, very
Learn
important.
about it yourself, and then teach your children to treat them like human beings because they are human beings like us. Great. This has been a good conversation. Is there anything, any final remarks you want to give
Yeah.
us?
All I'll say is that my young people, anytime I'm teaching, I always want to tell them that hard work, perseverance, humility. I will not take that out. Because young people, when they feel they can do something and everybody knows they are doing it well, then some pride is setting. Yes, is setting in. But humility will take you very far. Humility will also help you that other older people who have arrived will always take you along when they are going, because you are humble and ready to learn. But if you always want to be proud and think you know more than everybody, you will not get there. So they should humble themselves and work hard. And me being a Christian, I will say that they should add God to it. God will guide you in all you do. He will tell you that this place is the right place. This place is not the right place. So don't go there. So that is all I can say.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And God bless you for all you're doing in your institution.
Yes.
And may He continue to guide you and preserve you to even do more and better.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Can you please pray with us to end?
Father, we thank you for this time and for the little discussion that we've had here. We pray that it will go far and make an impact in the lives of the people who will view and also listen to it. All the crew here, we commit them into your hands. Be with each and every one of them. And the host as well. Open doors for all of them to the glory of your name. In Jesus' name we pray with thanksgiving. Amen.
Amen. Great. So this has been the Abby Emmanuel Reveals show, where we speak, we are real so that we can live. Thank you so much for joining us in this conversation. I believe that you've learned a lot and it will definitely improve your lives. So I'll see you in the next session. But in the meantime, once again, remember to subscribe. If you want to get all the notifications, go to YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that whenever we have a new session, you get notified. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you for joining us on this episode. Definitely a time well spent. Do give your feedback in the comment section. And remember to share the link, subscribe to the channel, and like the videos so others can be empowered to live abundant lives. See you in the next episode. In the meantime, have a fantastic week.